Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about parenting a little bit. Because I got a question. So, we're going to run through 4 things that I think are important to this question. I normally don't like giving parenting advice at all, mainly because I have a bunch of kids. And if I was asked advice that would apply to all of them, I really couldn't come up with any. They're different because they're like different little people. But this is very general. So, I have a question for you as a parent and for the other parents among your followers. I'm asking lots of people, so no pressure to respond if you don't feel like you have any insight or interest. I know the raw national news is keeping everyone with a platform pretty busy commentary-wise. As a parent, I feel like I've completely lost the plot. I try to prepare my kid for the world they're going to be facing without me someday. And I knew going in, I was going to have to be flexible, help them cast a wide net skills-wise, work around plot twists and general unknowables, and who they turned out to be as a person with their own tastes and aptitudes. I don't think I was flat out naive about politics or the environment either. But looking back and looking around, I truly have no idea what it is I should be preparing them for, that I have any hope of succeeding at. You're obviously a highly capable guy with a strong sense of who you are and what you stand for, but I know a lot of folks I describe that way who admit to feeling kind of lost on this edge of the future too. Do you get to feeling like this as a parent? And if so, how do you address it? I don't really have this particular concern. But I think there's some general advice that might help. It's 4 things. 2 things to encourage, and 2 things that parents really need to understand, I think. The first thing is that you can't tell a kid anything. You have to show them. If you want them to read, you better make sure they see you reading. If you want them to help people, you better be sure they see you helping people. They're not going to do what they don't see you do. Right? And then the other thing is to remember that while this may seem really weird because you know everything about them, right? You know what time they need to go to sleep, what time they're going to wake up, you know their favorite food, you know everything about them. They don't know you, like at all, not as a person. They know you as mom or dad. That's it. They know you at the period of time where they began to acknowledge you as a human until whatever age they are. That's it. They don't know you. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know your life experiences. They don't know any of this. The other day, my youngest son, he's on this thing where he's really interested in ships. So we're watching some documentary, and it talks about how, I guess, a sister ship of the Titanic was converted into a hospital ship during the war. And he had some question about wartime nursing. I don't really remember what the question was, but I was like, you should ask your mom. And he's like, what would mom know about that? And I paused for a second, and I'm just like, man, you better be glad she didn't hear you say that. Because he has no idea that mom, the woman who takes care of everything and manages that chaos that is our household, she's former captain mom. Like, he's literally asking about her area. But he doesn't know that. They don't know you. So any hope that you might have of them learning from your mistakes that you made when you were younger, probably not going to happen. Because to them, even when they hear it, it's just a story. You can't tell a kid anything, you have to show them. Your moral framework, they'll pick that up because they'll see it. Okay? Those are the two things I think parents really need to grasp. And then as far as what you encourage in your kids, always encourage curiosity. One becomes interested in boats. Sure, dive right in with them. Watch documentaries, read books, whatever. Encourage that. And encourage it about every curiosity they have, no matter how fleeting, because this helps them build that wide skill set. And the other thing is to make sure that they're adaptable. You know, I know people say that kids need structure, and I get it. But they also need to understand that not everything is always going to go according to plan. And that adaptability, combined with a wide skill set, that's what will prepare them for the future. If they're educated and they're willing to apply that education in different ways, and they maintain that level of curiosity, they have a solid moral framework. And believe me, if you're trying to figure out how best to raise your kid, you probably have a solid moral framework that they will pick up. If you combine all of that, you're going to create a great little person there. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.